Namaste. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Thank you so much for joining me for another session of gentle stretch and breathe yoga. You found Yoga with Lisa SXM live on Facebook every Tuesday and Thursday morning, coming to you from St. Martin in the Caribbean. And I see Kathy has already joined us. Good morning, Kathy. Take a moment as you settle in on your yoga mat to close the eyes and focus inward. Connect with your breath, breathing in through the nose. Allow the breath to fill the body and go to the deepest part of the belly. Good morning, Audrey. Thank you. Fill the belly first, then fill all the way up the column of the air channel, all the way to your throat, even into your head. And upon exhaling, just let the air escape the body naturally through any way that's acceptable to you right now. As you close your eyes and focus inward, allow the body and breath to take control of your mind. Let your thinking go and start feeling. Start listening to the body. Start observing. Remember, yoga is about you, so anything that I might suggest, any exercises, stretches, positions, poses, or anything else that I might give guidance towards, if it doesn't feel right for you, you're certainly welcome to minimize or modify what I suggest, or just wait, rest, focus on your breath, take any position that's restful and wait, and you can join up with us when it's right for you again. And there's no judgment in any of that. We don't judge ourselves in yoga. We just allow ourselves to be and appreciate the gifts of being alive, of breathing, of existing. Nice. All right, let's just let the head fall down in front of the chest and relax the neck muscles and shoulder muscles. And maybe if you really let your neck go, you can feel a connection from the back of the skull all the way down the spine, maybe halfway down the back, or maybe out towards the shoulders or the shoulder blades. Try to let the head go 100%. And just feel the stretch in the back of the neck and upper back. Let's move the chin a little few inches to the left and right, a little ways to the left, a little ways to the right, as if your chin is sort of tracing your collarbone, and it gets about halfway or 3/4 of the way to your shoulder. Not all the way to your shoulder, but just in that direction. Take a moment to slow your movement down and really feel the neck muscles and tendons stretch in the back of the neck, shoulders, and upper back. Beautiful. Come back to the center and let's lift that beautiful face up and blink the eyes a little bit. Let's take a moment to let the eyes be super wide and look at a full circle all the way around without moving your head, just your eyes. Really look at what you see at the edge of your vision all the way around. Slow down. Be in the moment. Look with intensity. Breathe as you move your eyes around your circle. Breathe in at the top, breathe out at the bottom. And let's go the other way around. If you feel so compelled, you maybe speed up your eye movement. Let it go around and around and around. And now squeeze the eyes closed, squeeze the mouth closed, squeeze the face tight. And open wide, stick the tongue out. Like a silent scream. Scrunch it up. And open wide. Scrunch it up. And open wide. Beautiful. Take your fingers and just give your face a nice little massage. Start with the cheekbones in the temple area and move up around the eyebrows. And maybe take your thumbs and move to the underside of the eyebrows. Push up against the eye orbitals just for a moment. Press up, press up, press up, working your way out, and then back up to the center or near the inside edge of the eye orbital. Beautiful. Let's take just the right shoulder, move it in a big circle. Breathe in and out. And other shoulder, big circle. Breathe in and out. In and out. And both circles, squeeze them up and back. Forward, up, back, and down. Breathe. And reverse. Take a moment to relax. We're going to drop this right ear down towards the right shoulder. It may not go very far, and that's okay. You can notice I don't have my head all the way sideways. That's because my range of motion is a little limited. Some of you may go all the way sideways, one way, or both ways. Don't force it, eh? Take it easy. Work your range of motion with gratitude for the movement you have, and breathe. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. And in and out. Come on up. Breathe in. And let's just look left and right. Again, don't force your edges, don't press past your limits, just work with the range of motion you have and find gratitude. Enjoy. Feeling the body move, the breath move in and out. Nice. All right, let's do just a few more neck and shoulder exercises before we move on to the rest of the body. The neck and shoulders hold so much tension, and we're just getting started this morning. So take a moment to give yourself a nice massage, and then we're going to do the turtle exercise. Stick your head out like a turtle sticks his head out of the shell. At the same moment, try to get the shoulders to go back. And then we'll reverse it. Shoulders come forward and the head goes back. Think of pushing your chin back. Or think of pushing the back of your head back. Shoulders forward, back, head goes back. Let's reverse it. Chin forward, shoulders back. And let's go back and forth any speed that feels good to you. Work with your breathing as well as the movement. Wonderful. Stretch those legs out. Pull the flesh away from your sitting bones. Flex the ankles, point the toes. Flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and release. Wiggle the toes. Let your feet move a little bit left and right. Let the legs turn all the way up to the hips as your feet flop left and right. Left and right. Let everything be loose and free. And out and in, out and in, out and in, out and in. Release, relax, walk your fingers towards your knees, towards your shins, towards your ankles, and maybe all the way to your toes or your heel or the soft instep. Find your body rounding, the back softening, shoulders slumping, head falls forward and down. Slide all the way back up. Bring your ankles into a nice flexed position so your toes point up at the ceiling or maybe even back at your face a little bit. Really opening up the knees, the behind the knees, soft area. that opens up to the earth, and also the ankles, stretch those Achilles tendons, and sit tall on your hip bones. Lift the top of the head up. Reach the hands from shoulders up to the ceiling. Reach up, breathe in. And let's reach in a diagonal position. Reach your fingers and the top of your head towards the top of the wall beyond your toes. Reach your fingertips and the top of your head, but look down at your knees or your legs so your neck is straight. Reach beyond where you're reaching currently. Stretch along through the fingertips, shoulders, the spine, the neck, all the way to the tailbone. Reach, 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 reach. Keep reaching, and then come back up to reaching up for the ceiling. Vertical reach. Stretch it up. Ankles flexed. Reach up and breathe. All right, bring it on down. Bring it on down. Beautiful. Put your left hand on the ground next to your left hip and sweep your right hand up and over for a side stretch. And bring it down. Slide it up the other way. Sweep it up the other way. Stretch. And come on down. Let's take a moment to slide down onto our backs and bend those knees. Arms can go wherever feels comfy right now. Let your feet walk a little bit away from your hips, a little bit out. Release all the tension in the body and drop both knees to the left and just relax here for a moment. Up and all the way over to the other side. Just relax. Relaxation begins in the mind. No talking, except talking to your lower back and telling it to let go. No conversation in the mind. Beautiful. Bring those knees up and over to the left again. This time we'll take the right knee, the top knee, and cross it over to the floor beyond your left knee. Adjust your arms, adjust anything that needs to be shifted so that you can feel balanced and have the ability to fully relax. All right, bring those knees back up. Drop both knees to the right. Take the top knee, the left knee, and cross it over. Find the floor with that foot or that knee. And adjust as you need to so you can fully relax, feeling the body in a good balanced, eased, peaceful position. Wonderful. Let's bring those knees back up, roll onto your back, and bring the knees all the way to the chest. Grab the knees in your hands, squeeze and release a few times. And then bring the hands to the floor, palms down, fingers spread wide. Bring your knees together and just imagine that your knees are Velcroed together so they can't really pull apart from each other. Move the knees in a circle around, above the hips. Slow your circle down and breathe deep. Bring them to the chest and reverse, go around the other way. Keep the knees stuck together and breathe. Slow it down. bring those knees back to the chest. Bring your hands back to your knees. Squeeze it in. And just hold for a moment. If you want, you can let your knees go a little bit wide. As wide as you're comfortable with. As long as it feels good, it's awesome. Don't force yourself to go wider than feels right. And then close it back up and bring the hands back to the floor, palm down. This time the knees are going to open and do individual circles. And close. Close. Open. Circle around. Come together. Let's reverse. Pull the other way. All right, stretch those legs out nice and long on the yoga mat and stretch your arms overhead and just rest for a moment with the body sort of stretched out and released. Take a moment to just relax, feel the body heavy on the floor, don't think about anything, just let your breath be deep and full. Sitting up again, we're going to come back onto our elbows. The hands are face down or palm down on the floor. Fingers spread just a little wide. Feet are bent, knees are bent, feet are close to the hips. And this gaze towards your pelvis and allow your upper back to slump down close to the floor. Allow your shoulders to sort of scrunch in and gravity to pull you down in the upper back and mid-back and lower back. All right. Maybe push the elbows into the floor and elevate the chest just a little bit as we straighten out the right leg. We're going to let it almost touch the floor and then bring it up. Down. And up, down, and up. 3 more times, slow it down. Last time, down, and up. Beautiful, put that foot on the floor, other leg, stretch it out. Almost touch the floor, but not quite, and then up, down, and up, down, and up, down, up. 3 more times. Bring it on down. Return to your slumped reverse sphinx. Beautiful. Let's see if we can find balance on our hips and come up into boat pose. Bring the hands to the knees, behind the knees, on top of the knees, or if you want, you can just let go of the knees. Do try to keep your legs parallel to each other, and your lower leg is parallel to the floor. Toes can point up or to the floor, to the wall beyond you. Hands behind the knees and pull the knees in towards the chest just a little bit more. Maybe wrap your arms around behind the knees and then maybe straighten the legs. Bring it down. Bring it down. Let's return to seated. Beautiful. Arms are going to float out to the side, straight out from the shoulders, and just allow them to move. Shoulders really moving up and down. Elbows moving up and down. Fingers and wrists going through a wave through the body. Let's let him go bigger, up overhead and all the way to the floor. The body bends over like a palm tree blowing in a breeze. Let's stay in a side bend for a moment and breathe deep. Stretch through the armpit, through the elbow, through the wrist, through the fingers, through the palm of the hand, all the way down to the hip socket. Breathe. Beautiful. And rotate it around. Let's do it the other way. Breathe. And come on up. Bring the hands in front. Reach the fingers forward as far as you can go. Really feel the shoulder blades in the back opening up, creating space between the shoulder blades. Reach forward with your fingertips. And flex the wrists up and down. Spread the fingers wide. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in. And bring the hands to prayer pose. Let's just sit quietly for a moment. Observe the body. Come up on 2 hands and knees. Make sure your wrists are under your shoulders, knees are under your hips, fingers spread wide, fingertips press into the floor, arch the back up, sway the back down, dropping the head and tailbone, make the back form an arch. Cat pose. And then shift back to a strong flat table. Passing through table, we go to the cow pose. Let the middle of the back sway down like a hammock. Press your wrists and feet and hands into the floor, elevating your shoulders and your chest. Lift the face, lift the tailbone, let the middle of the back sink down. And cat and cow a few more times. Any speed is perfect. Let's do a balancing pose. We're going to keep the left hand right under the left shoulder. Raise the right hand forward, and at the same time the other leg, the left leg, right hand, left leg, stretch them out. Hold your balance. And switch sides. And switch. And switch. On down. Let's find our downward dog. First downward dog of the day. Make sure your hands are going to support you as you turn your toes under and push your knees up. Come onto hands and feet. Let the hips push up and back. Plant those hands strong on the floor and push into the ground. Allow your head to drop between your arms, down the top of the head, reaching down towards the yoga mat. Maybe walk the dog, moving one heel up at a time and pressing the other heel down, and then switch. Let the hips move left and right as you walk your dog. And walk the feet a little closer together. If you want, this is not required. If you want, you can raise one leg up in the 3-legged dog stance, reaching for the wall behind you or the ceiling above you with your heel. Bring it down. If you want, try the other leg. 3-legged dog stance. Reach the heel up. bringing that foot down. We'll put the knees on the ground and sit back into pose of a child. You can walk your hands forward. Bring your forehead down in front of your knees. And then come up onto your heels, sitting in your hero pose. If you've got a cloth or a belt, if you need, we're going to stretch the shoulders. So reach back, interlock your fingers, or grab a piece of fabric or a belt and use that so that you can get the arms straight back there. We're really going to squeeze the shoulder blades and lift the chest up and forward. Lift the top of the head up towards the ceiling. Squeeze the shoulder blades. If you want, you can stay right where we are, or you can come out of this pose. If you want something a little bit of a challenge, let me change where I'm on the camera. Hopefully this comes across good. We're going to bend forward at the waist, almost like pose of a child again, bringing the forehead down, and the hands travel up as high as you feels good. Even more, if you want to come up off of your heels and onto the top of your head. And the hands travel almost all the way to the floor, beyond your head, stretching those shoulders for all they're worth. And then back up to your hero pose and walk your hands forward. Walk them forward. Walk them forward. Look down in front of your knees. Walk your hands to the left and let your hips move a little bit to the right. Walk the hands forward. Reach forward. Walk the hands over to the right now and let your hips move a little bit to the left. Stretch through the side body. And then hands back to forward. Beautiful. Come back up into table and take one step forward with your hands. So your shoulders are not over your wrists because you've taken one step forward. And bring that right knee up between your thumbs and slide down on the back of the front of the back leg. This foot here can be out to the side or it can be tucked right in at your hip, but it is not underneath you. It's definitely off to the side. Press the hands into the floor and lift the top of the head up. Bring your shoulders away from your ears. Elevate your chest. Breathe deep. Pigeon pose. It's a great stretch for one hip at a time. And let's just take a moment while we're here to do a little bit of a backwards look. One shoulder and then the other. Gazing back behind yourself, over the shoulders. Take your time, breathe. Face forward, and if you want, you can collapse down into sleeping pigeon and bring your hands back by your hips, palm up. Hands to the floor, press yourself up. Back to table. Cat and cow a few times. Take a step forward with the hands and bring the left knee in between the thumbs. Slide back onto the front of your back thigh. Make sure this foot here is off to the side. Press the hands into the floor. Elevate the top of the head up. Keep the shoulders pulled away from your ears down towards the floor. the chest forward and up. Proud pigeon. Puff your chest out in front. Nice. Look over one shoulder. Face forward. Look over the other shoulder and face forward. Breathe and move and be in the moment. And then as you come back to facing forward, if you want to, you can collapse down into sleeping pigeon and bring those hands back to rest by the hips, palm up. We're going to get ready for our plank challenge now. So come on down onto hands and knees. Make sure you're ready. If you're not used to doing planks, you certainly don't have to overdo what we're going to do today and try and keep up with us, but you're welcome to try. If you want to come out of it early, or if you want to be down on your elbows instead of up on your hands, that's okay. And I'm just going to wing it today. We're going to come up on hands and toes. Lower those hips. Press the hands into the floor. Nice strong plank. If you want, you can pick up one heel, elevate one leg, bring it down, return to strong plank, and then the other heel can pick up. And bring it down. Let's touch our shoulder. Return to plank. Other shoulder, touch. Return to plank. Let's touch a hip. And down we go. And touch the other hip. And down we go. Alright, Spider-Man plank. Bring the knee close to the elbow and back to plank. Other side, knee close to elbow, back to plank. Spider-Man, Spider-Man does whatever the spider can. Keep going. 2 more. Come back to strong plank. And chaturanga down onto belly. All the way down. Bring your hands to rest by your hips. Turn your head to one side. And just feel your heart beating against the yoga mat. Turn your head the other way. All right, bring your feet together, point your toes, and start to lift the shoulders and head up into your locust pose, reaching your fingertips as if they're trying to reach back towards your heels. Lift the chest up. Lift the head up, hold, keep breathing. Bring the hands out to the side, still elevating the chest, and bring your hands underneath your shoulders, fingers pointing forward. Press back into pose of a child. Rise up to table, and then immediately find yourself coming up into downward dog. Press the hips up and back, drop the head between the arms, press and lengthen through the spine. walk your feet a little closer to your hands. Bend your knees a bit. Walk your hands a little closer to your feet. Let your hands hang from your shoulders. Maybe even grab opposite elbows or cross your arms and let your head hang down. Uncross the hands and place the hands in front of the feet on the floor. Rock a little bit from heel to toe. Make sure you feel nice and strong on your feet. Let's take the left hand over to the right foot. Grab the little toe edge and swing your right hand up to the sky. Look in the direction it went. And then bring the right hand down. Grab the little toe edge of the left foot. Swing the right hand up. Let's go back and forth a couple of times. Reach and stretch. Keep breathing. Beautiful. Hands to the floor in front of your feet. Move your hips in a figure 8. Reverse. Go the other way around your figure 8. Beautiful. Walk your feet a little closer together. Make sure your heels are right under your hips. Bend your knees. Place your hands on your knees. Press against your knees. Walk up your thighs. And take a moment to stand tall in mountain pose. Beautiful. Reach the arms out and up. Stretch it up. Breathe in. Pull some apples out of the tree. Shift the weight on your feet. Reach up. Stretch it down. Reach up. Pull it down. Reach up. Yank it down. Reach up. Bring it down. 2 more. And return to mountain pose. Reach up with both hands. Reach up and breathe in. Bring them on down. Stand tall and strong on your feet. Let's see if we can bring one knee up with the hands and place it down. Other knee comes up and down. Okay, we're going to try and bring the knee up, out, and down. Other knee up, out, and down. And let your arms just hang for a moment or stand out to the side for balance sake. Bring the knee up and out, down, up, out, down. Reverse it. Bring it out, in, and down. Out, in, and down. Out, in, and down. Out, in, and down. And then just play around with it. Do it however you want. Out, in, out. Let's kick forward, kick, and flick the fingers. Let any stress go from the fingertips away from the body. Flick it away. Kick and flick. Keep kicking and flicking and kicking and flicking. Kick and flick. Kick and flick. Beautiful. Stand in mountain again. Stand tall. Reach the arms out and up. Stretch it up. Breathe in. Find your prayer. Pull it to your heart. Bow the head, keeping the body very tight and straight and tall. Relax through the shoulders and arms. Elevate through the core, the spine, top of the head. All the way from the feet to the top of the head, pressing up. One hand's going to go up, one hand's going to go down. Look at the upper hand, reach up. And carefully cast your gaze down at your lower hand. Keep reaching up. Look up again. Both hands come together into prayer right at the heart. One hand goes up, one hand goes down. Reverse the other side and reach up, look up, breathe in. Keep reaching up higher, higher, higher. Carefully cast your gaze down at your lower hand, but keep reaching up. Reach up, look up again. And both hands come back to prayer at the heart. And let's take a moment to bring our feet into a wide stance. Hands on hips, and let the hips move left and right. Left and right. Left and right. Left and right. All right. We're going to do a forward fold here, straddle fold. Bring the hands down to the floor. Bend the knees if you need to. And again, move the hips in a figure 8. Let's walk the hands to the left. Let the hands frame the left foot. Turn both feet to the left. Bring your forehead close to your knee. Your hands are on the floor. We're going to bend that front knee and slide the back foot back. Bring the knee down. This knee is directly over this ankle. Press the hip into the floor. Now straighten the front leg and let the hips travel back by your back heel. Bring your forehead close to your knee. And return to your crescent lunge. Bring the knee over the heel again, and head comes up. All right, to come out of this, we're going to have to bring that knee back up. So press it up and get that foot down on the floor. Bring your hands in front again, and figure 8. Nice. We'll walk our hands over the other way to frame the right foot this time. Forehead close to the knee. Let's slide that back foot back and bend the front knee. Bring the knee to the ground and press this hip down and forward. Lift the chest, lift the face. And then we straighten the front leg, lift the toes of the front foot, and drop your head by your knee, sitting the hips back towards your back heel. Rock back forward into the lunge. Find your toes on the floor and bring that leg up. Scoot it forward. Return to straddle. Forward fold. Hips move in a figure 8. Make sure your feet are strong on the floor, not too wide. Hands in front of your feet, somewhere on the floor, fingers spread wide. We're just going to look forward, bringing the fingertips to the floor. Look up and then come down and look behind you. And look forward and look behind you. Beautiful. Bring those feet a little bit closer underneath the hips. Bend your knees. Press against your knees. Bring yourself up. Return to mountain pose. Stretch up. Breathe in. And come down. Hands come down to prayer. Beautiful. Let's return to seated. a moment to just observe how you feel. Hopefully you feel comfortable in your seated position with your back straight, eyes closed. Let's focus on the breath. Let's do a few rounds of Kapalabhati breathing, the shining skull breath, where we take the belly button quickly, pull it back in towards the spine, and then let it go just as quickly. So it squeezes in, and at that moment it forces air out through your nose. And then as you release your belly, air will naturally return through your airway down to the belly again. So it's a very much quiet breathing, but you will hear a lot of air moving through the upper airway, the nose and throat. So it's all about the belly button. Squeeze it in, pull it back, release. Like that, just like that. Watch it again. The trick is to try and do it a little faster than that, but you don't have to go super fast. Make sure you're getting a good squeeze up, quick squeeze of the belly back to force the air out. Release the belly. Air moves in without you having to think about inhaling. It'll just move in when you release your belly. So let's give it a try. Kapalabhati breathing. Let's breathe together to synchronize. Breathe in. Breathe all the way out. Breathe halfway in. And squeeze the belly in fast. Keep going. When you're ready, relax and breathe in. Let it all go. And return to normal breathing. Close the eyes. And maybe you feel like the inside of your skull is shining. That's what they say about this type of breathing. We'll relax and breathe deeply with the eyes closed for a few more moments. Ready, let's try another round of Kapalabhati breathing. Breathe in, all the way out, halfway in. Now let's go. Breathe in, breathe out. Close the eyes. Drift in your inner universe. Letting your breathing return to complete, normal, easy, natural rhythms. Maybe feel a little bit like you're elevating, you're floating, you're lifting up off the floor. Let's bring the hands to prayer. Just take a moment for gratitude for all your blessings, for your life, for your body, for your home, for your family and your friends. Know that to whom much is given, much is required. Be sure to be giving and kind, helpful to others, empathic, friendly, promoting peace. The world needs peace now more than ever. Here we are balanced at the cusp of humanity. Each of us has our decisions to make about how we go about interacting in the world. And let's just remember to be kind, friendly, helpful, generous, and not so quick to judge others who've traveled a different way. Beautiful. Take those beautiful prayer hands and move them like a figure 8. Move them through an entire infinity symbol in front of your chest. Breathe in and out. Let the wrists really move back and forward as your hands go through infinity. Beautiful. Bring them in front of your chest. Bring the elbows up. Let's press. Press the fingers, press the hands, press the wrists. Use the muscles of the hands. Use the muscles of the fingers. Use the shoulder, arm, and back muscles. Even the chest muscles underneath your collarbone. Press. Keep breathing. Open the hands. Keep the fingertips there. Press with the fingertips. Flat hand. Keep pressing. Fingertips. Flat hand. Fingertips. Let's let the spider do push-ups on the mirror. Push it up and out. And press the arms out. Reach out. Let your chest rise up and your head drift back. Lift the arms slowly up, overhead, reach up, breathe in. And just let them move like rain dripping down a window pane, slowly down in front of you, all the way to the floor. Once your hands find the floor, walk your hands forward. I'll turn, walk your hands forward. As far forward as you want to go. Hands to the floor, press them down, walk it back halfway, walk over to the right. And walk back to the center front. Walk all the way forward. Bring the face down. Walk back halfway and walk over the other way. Both hands travel all the way over as far as they can go to the left. Look down towards the floor. And walk forward. Bring the hands back towards the waist, towards the hips, and lift the face, lift the chest. Big breath in. Open the airway, open the throat, and sigh it out. Big breath in through the nose, all the way to the belly. And sigh it out. Nice. Let's stretch the legs out. We're going to try and reach beyond our toes with keeping the back straight. So flex your ankles, bring your hands up into the air above your legs, and reach forward. Keep reaching forward. Reach forward, keeping the back pretty straight. Keep the face up, looking forward. See how far can you go with your forward reach. You may eventually want to look down at your legs so your neck doesn't get into a crimped position. Let's bring the hands back towards the hips on the floor. pick ourselves up into a reverse table. Your face can look up at the ceiling or down, looking towards your knees. Or you may want to go back and forth. Look up at the ceiling, look down at your knees. Working the neck muscles. That is optional. Remember, your neck can be very, very tender. All right, coming out of this, we're going to put the hips between the hands, all the way back there. Don't put your hips on the ground till they're between your hands, and reverse to your forward fold. Reach forward. Beautiful. Hands to the floor. Let's scoot back down on our back sides and find our beautiful Savasana, total relaxation pose. Let your feet flop outward. Bring your hands to the floor, out from your hips, palm up. Bring your attention to your breath. Total relaxation, total awareness. Beautiful. You can stay in your Savasana. You can come back up to seated. Keep your awareness on your breath and on your blessings. And go through your day sharing peace and joy. Taking your yoga with you. Keeping patience and empathy and love. Guiding every decision you make, every step you take. If you've enjoyed the music today, I want to give a shout out to this wonderful guy who does piano. Look, he's playing the piano. The whole time, and it's called Relaxing Piano Music by a guy called Relax Daily. So you know I'm all about keeping that calm, relaxing energy in the body, healthful, healing, keeping us connected to each other through yoga and through Facebook and through the internet, but also just through our energy, our loving energy that we share together. So thank you so much for joining me today. This is Thursday, so I will see you again next week on Tuesday. You're always welcome to revisit any of the videos that I've done. They're all, just scroll down the page and you'll see all of them from the last year and a half that we've been doing Om from Home, Yoga with Lisa SXM. If you want to do yoga with me in person and you're on St. Martin, you're certainly welcome to come down to Joga, the yoga studio in Simpson Bay across from the movies. And I'm there at 7:30 on Saturday mornings and at noon on Monday. And the noon on Monday could really use a few clients to come to that. If anybody's thinking, hey, instead of lunch, let's do yoga, then I'm your girl. Come down to Joga in Simpson Bay and we'll do some gentle stretch and breathe yoga for lunch. Start your week right. In the meantime, you know I'm here for you always. Send me messages, give me feedback, let me know how I'm doing for you. And namaste from my heart to yours. Go in peace.